would you say Chase shared recently in the meta chat that he wasn't going to be coming back to GTRP because it was unhealthy. He said you should be very proud of the community. Aw. Yeah, some people, I think we need like support groups for streamers. I think there are people that like get unhealthily into things. I don't mean like time-wise, right? Like someone commented earlier, they're like, oh my God, Michi's like addicted to Rush, she's spending so much time. I don't think that matters. I'm talking about people that get like emotionally invested, and them putting a lot of time in is because they feel like they have to and they can't rip themselves away from it, or they get anxious and they start to feel like, yeah, or there's like a huge dependency, you know, and it's not just an entertainment dependency, but it's like a step beyond. It's like, it's too real. It's like, I always felt a little like that, like I have to be on to help with this thing, that thing. But if I couldn't be around for a week, I would just message people. I'd be like, hey, I can't be around this day, that day. Could someone do this thing? Because there's some sort of work item in game that needs to be done. And that would happen, right? But there would be people that would literally like not take vacations because they'd be like, oh, my online RP gang needs me, you know, like stuff like that. Yeah, MMOs are like that as well, which I've seen a lot of because I've played a lot of MMOs. You get people that like won't, they go to raid every time, and there will be like a raid day where they have something important to do, and instead of doing the important thing, they're like, nah, I gotta raid. You know what I mean? And you're like, maybe you should do that other thing. Right? And not focus on game. I get it if you're a streamer because there's a difference with that, right? Now your livelihood is tied to this thing. But outside of that, I don't really like get the point, you know? I don't know. It could be a lot, and I think some people need a little intervention for sure. Remember hearing Strippin talk about how he spent like 5 hours in a GTA courtroom after a 16-hour stream several times? The thing is, I mean, you know, you're having fun. As long as you can be healthy about that, I think that the time spent doesn't matter. It's about the emotional attachment part that I think can be like bad. Because there's the, you know, the idea of I could stop anytime. There are people who like actually can when something important comes up. And then there are people who actually can't, you know? That's the distinction, you know? And there are people who spend a ton of time in games. You won't be able to tell until like the time actually happens to see if these people actually like take some time off, you know? Yeah, you said it's a dangerous level of escapism. Which I get, but like you gotta eat properly, you gotta shower, you know what I mean? Like it's not important. That was kind of why a lot of my hours late night, I wouldn't stream them. I would just be off stream because I could just leave my character in a corner for a bit and be like, oh, I'm gonna be in my head, and go get food and eat and like play with my cats, and then sit back down at my computer and play more, you know? Oh, I'm gonna take a shower, you know, like whatever. Like I could do that because I wasn't streaming it. But when I would see people streaming it for 20 hours every day for like a month, I'm like, brother, are you doing stuff like showering? Like, you know, like it's a lot. And maybe they are. Maybe they're getting up to do important things and they're taking breaks, but some don't. And that's the part that I'm like, that's a little scary. That's why I have a lot of days where I'll play, but I'll be like off stream because I'm doing important shit in between. Just streaming in general. That's why I do and don't like subathons, depending on how you do them. You know, if you can be healthy about it and you can take breaks and you can do your important shit, do your marathons, do your subathon, nothing wrong with it. But then you also see some people do it and they get so like emotionally attached to it, or they feel so much guilt about not like being on stream the whole time, that they're like not eating often enough, they're not showering often enough, they're not stretching their legs at all, you know? And it's like, it's a little hard to watch for me. I'm like, please. You can still do all of this stuff and just take breaks. Like you can make those 20-hour streams healthy. You can, you know, maybe not as healthy as just streaming for 5 hours, but they can be okay. Yeah, you can be responsible, but some people like don't. It freaks me out a little. Like honestly, Kai's Mafiathon, obviously is huge budget, so this changes things, but he's constantly bringing on other people and stepping away himself. There's a lot of time where other people are on, and the show is still going on, but he's scheduled in other people instead of it all being himself on stream, and that's so much better. Then again, he has budget. Or like Michi, for example, Mouse, when they do their subathons, they have a Discord server and they sit in a Discord call while they're away doing their important stuff or sleeping or whatever, and then other people hop into that call and entertain chat in the meantime, right? So like chat gets something, but those people don't feel the need to be awake 20 hours, you know? I just feel like healthy subathons, it's hard to do them solo. It'd be really tough. I said I feel like those bit redemptions for hydration and such can end up being monetization of basic care. Most people do the free channel point reminders, but it's just reminders. I don't think we need to look into things with like this cynical lens like that, because realistically, like, do you drink enough water? Most people don't. It would be nice to have a constant reminder. Some people set timers. Some people open like little games and programs that like remind them in the bottom corner of their screen to drink water, right? If you're a streamer, why not let chat help? Whatever. Yeah, it's just a reminder generation. I don't really think it's a bad thing. Like, I don't love it because for me, I do this stuff myself. And personally, I don't like people reminding me to do shit that I already remember, because they're just wasting their breath. And it feels like more so the issue is like, I don't like being treated like I don't know how to take care of myself when I do. It'd be different if I was actually f***ing up, you know? If I was f***ing up, then I'd probably ask. I'd probably be like, chat, I'm not drinking enough water. Can you remind me? I would say, I would ask, right? But I'm fine and I sip a lot of water, so I don't want chat reminding me, because then it feels like, not that people intend it. I never take it as people mean it this way, but it feels patronizing to be on the other side of it, right? So I'm just like, okay, don't do it. I just ask people not to do it. There we go. Done, right? That's just for me though. I don't think other people like wanting someone to remind them to drink is like patronizing for them if they like want that, you know? They're like, I need reminders. Easiest way to remind me is chat, because I always look over at chat. Like, that's fine, you know? For me personally, the reason why I also feel like I would rather not be reminded by chat and just have to bear the burden of fixing my hydration if I needed it, I would rather do it because I think letting chat do it makes some people build more of a parasocial relationship, and they get attached in a way where they feel like now they're responsible for your health. There becomes like this savior relationship sometimes. And I think a lot of people don't fall too deeply into this, but I feel like it opens a nice bridge for the people that do easily fall into that stuff to now get extra deep in it and go down that slippery slope of getting really parasocial. And I just don't want to like open that gate. You know.
This is just a quick reminder that you are now blinking manually. You are now breathing manually.
Yeah.
Your teeth are touching each other and your tongue is resting on the top of your mouth.
Those never work for me because I feel like I can like will them away so easily. And whenever people do that and I see someone like start freaking out, I'm like, can't you just forget that they said that within a minute? But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me.
You are out your pants manually.
I always do. It's my choice. It's my choice.